Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Trash Can Cash Flow. I am Grace Sandals, here talking to you from the great book, The Richest Man in the Trash Can, The 36 Objective Laws of Leaving the Middle Class by best-selling author Antonio T. Smith Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, we're still in chapter 1, still on these first 2 pages in this very first paragraph, talking about money. And this topic, we're talking about your priorities. Your priorities, not mine, yours. But I'm in that yours and we're in a collective. So we're talking about priorities. If you are always late everywhere you go, it's not that, how can I say it? Yes, okay, I'm not saying it's not your fault that you're late everywhere you go. It is, because you are in charge of you getting somewhere on time. What I am saying is it's not, being on time is not high on your priority list. That's why you're late all the time. Because being on time is not high on your priority list. Whatever it is that you struggle in is because it's not high on your priority list. And if your dreams are not high on your priority list, that is a problem. Yeah, you're the one that said you wanted this to happen. So whatever it is that you want to happen, whatever it is you want for your life and for your dream, for your business, that has to be high on your priority list. You can't say, oh, I'll put that off till tomorrow. No, that must be high on your priority list, because you have to take steps to get to your end goal. And in order to get to your end goal, you got to get past step 1. If you keep putting step 1 off, your goal is further and further and further down the road because it's not high on your priority list. So you have to ask yourself, is this really my dream? If it's not high on your priority list, you really got to ask yourself that question. What are your priorities? If you know that you must be somewhere at a certain time, and you know that most times that you're more late than you are on time, you got to make that high on your priority list and start disciplining yourself. If I need to go to bed earlier so I can wake up on time to get where I need to be on time, you're going to have to do that. Priorities take discipline as well anyway. So whatever is high on your priority list is what you take into account. Being late is high on your priority list. Being on time is not. We have a member in our network, the ATSJR companies. Her name is Miss Pamela Norris, and she lives in Hawaii. And during the times of our training, it is a 4 to 5 hour difference from the time where she lives. So we have a training that begins at 9 a.m. So for her, the training starts at 4 a.m. Miss Pam doesn't wake up at 4 a.m. to be on time for the 4 a.m. call. Miss Pam gets up at 3 a.m. so that she can be ready and on time for the 4 a.m. call. And guess what? Miss Pam is always one of the first people, if not the first one, on the call. Her priorities are high because she knows what she wants to do for her company and for her family and for her life. So that is high on her priority list. Get up at this time so I can get this training, so I can go back and tell the people in my business what it is that we have to do to get down the road to knock off another goal so that we can get to our ultimate goal and our end goal. You have to be the same way with whatever it is that your dreams and goals are. If you know what your dreams and goals are, and so you know the steps you have to take in order to get there. Those steps have to be high on your priority list. If my goal is to get 5 clients for the month, some things have to be high on my priority list. First of all, I got to go find them. In order to find them, I have to market myself to the people, to my target audience. So I have to discipline myself and make it high on priority. Okay, I know social media is the way to go now. You must have a social media presence. So let me put out this content so that people can notice and that I'm adding value to them, so that my target audience can recognize the value that I'm adding, so that they can see what it is that I'm offering with my products, with my services. It got to be high on your priority list. You can't say, oh, I'll write a blog tomorrow. I know I should do it today, but I don't feel like it, so I'm going to do it tomorrow. Okay. That's not high on your priority list. You got to make sure that you know what your priorities are. Stay focused so that you can get to your end goal. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not have this book, I suggest and encourage that you go get this right now. The Richest Man in the Trash Can by Antonio T. Smith Jr. I have been having so much fun enjoying talking with you about this book. And ladies and gentlemen, we're just on the first 2 pages of chapter 1. We've got much more to go. We will see you at the top, not from the top.